What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, you guys? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful hump day, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. And for you niggas out there, if you got some humps and a bump, you can gladly send them to my DMs. What's going on, y'all? But before we get into anything right now, y'all know that I just sit down and I talk to you guys for the first 5 minutes of my live every single time, y'all. Y'all know this already. But I got a new ring light. Do you guys like the way I look on the ring light? I got a new ring light, you guys. I think I'm loving this light. It's a smaller ring light or whatever, but it's real. I feel like it's really doing me justice just a little bit because I was having some problems with my last one, but my new one came in and I was using it the other day. I think I used it last night for the first time, but I really didn't have it set up right. But now I got it set up. So hopefully you guys enjoy this new lighting that I got going on, y'all. Now, another thing too. So y'all know that new Bravo show with the Bravo kids on there. I might review it. I haven't watched it yet. So after this is over, I'm gonna go on Peacock and look at it and take a little bit of notes just to get a feel of it and see if I want to review it or not. So if the show is actually, because all I've seen are the clips. The clips have been pretty decent for me, honestly. They have been pretty decent. So I'm gonna watch the show and I'm gonna see what it's given. I've seen a lot of positive reviews about this show. So I might just review it, but it won't be no live though. You'll probably get like a pre-record, every week on this show. And I know that really B says she might be reviewing it. I think T said he might be reviewing it too. So I'm like, okay, well, since they said they might be reviewing it or whatever, I'm going to see what it's going to give. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to see what it's given after this is over. But we're going to see. We're going to see what it's given. So let me let you guys know some more stuff. So we got music content coming all month. Okay, now y'all know I'm doing shit with T and JoJo for roast review. We're gonna be roasting reviewing music, but my friend DJ, who is a singer and he was on the show on the way up Atlanta, we will be doing some music content. We're gonna be talking more about it later on this week, but being that he is a singer and me and him are both R&B heads and we love deep cuts and stuff like that, we will, and being that this is Keisha Cole's 20th anniversary, we'll be talking about nothing but Keisha Cole albums, so be on the lookout for that. And not to mention, Bando and I are coming back together to do Yes for the Music. So he'll be coming back with me to do that as well. And nothing but music all motherfucking month. So yes, honey, I'm very excited about that. I might hit up Bondi and see if she would be willing to do an album review with me too, because I know that she's a big R&B head as well. And that would be good to see her in a different element. So I would love to do that with Bondi. I might be doing music reviews with different YouTubers, just to see if their musicality matches mine. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do some things this month. Our month is June. Not only is it Black Music Month, but it's Pride Month. So I know it's not a lot of LGBT that follow me here, but happy Pride Month. I'm gonna say that from the top. And we got that going on. I just got my last few edits for my book that's coming out this year, and I'm reading my last batch of edits. I just picked my book cover. So the book is definitely coming. I'm filming this web reality show. We're really in high gear of filming now. And the first group scene is Saturday. But I can't wait to be able to tell y'all some stuff about I can't wait to tell y'all stuff about this show because it's gonna be a very good show, and I have a whole lot of creative input on this fucking show. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. But anyway, with that being said, y'all, let's get into the mess, okay? So let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right. So the first thing, we're gonna go ahead and get the weak ass nigga, hoe ass nigga, bitch ass nigga news out the way. And that is Miss Mcknight, aka Brian Mcknight, okay, we're gonna get into those. We're gonna get into that right about now. We're gonna start off with him because I got a whole lot of things to say about this deadbeat ass nigga, and I really hate the fact that I still love. You know, my favorite Brian Mcknight song is "Crazy Love," and I really hate that he sing it. You feel what I'm saying? I hate that bitch ass nigga sing it, but that's my song. I can't take away from him. That's my song. But Brian McKnight's biological son, Nico, passed away from cancer. We all know that he had been dealing with cancer and stuff like that, right? So earlier this week, we started talking about it, and Brian McKnight's brother, I think his name was Claude. Is his name Claude? Yeah, Claude Mcknight. He announced the death of Nico Mcknight. Now, for those of you who may not have seen Claude talking about it, we're gonna get into that first before we get into what Brian McKnight's response was to it, because a lot of people were wondering, if he was gonna speak on Nico's death or not, but Uncle Claude spoke on it first, and then Daddy Brian started talking about it, and now Daddy Brian mad. But he mad about what Claude said in this video. Now, the only reason why I'm replaying this video again, although a lot of you guys probably already seen it already, is so we can get the contrast of it, because I want to know what the fuck was wrong with what Uncle Claude had to say. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let's get into it.
All day, I said to myself I wasn't going to post about this. And as the day wore on, I realized that how could I not post about this? This morning, I found out that my nephew, Nico Mcknight, passed away. He'd been bravely battling cancer for the last 2 years or so. And I have a lot of feelings right now. I'm not going off a script or anything like that. I'm just going to be raw with how I'm feeling. Nico was one of those amazing kids who was quirky and curious and ridiculously talented. Amazing singer, an amazing guitar player, had a great eye, was a photographer. And just one of those kids that, at least in my estimation, was somebody you always wanted to be around. And so it really sucks that he's no longer with us. So all day, I said to myself, and I will also say, probably one of the reasons why I wasn't going to post about it is I post a lot of things, but I don't post a lot of really, really serious subject things, or certainly family things. And I wanted to post this about Nico, about his legacy, about how amazing he is, and not about what some of you may have heard about, the family drama that has existed for quite some time in our family. I'm not here to discuss that or to talk about how that happened or why it happened. This is not the time or the place, but what I will say is, in any situation, there's always at least 3 sides to a story. There's my side, your side, and the truth. And the truth, a lot of times, is somewhere in between. So here's the thing. And I will also say, probably one of the reasons why I don't know exactly what was going on there. I know what I've seen. I know what I've heard from all parties involved. And I try not to judge. I just try to be as loving to each person as I can be, because apparently there's so much hurt going on, or was so much hurt going on, that a lot of things didn't get resolved. And again, I want to go back to Nico. I know that kid had a lot inside, a lot eating at him for a long, long, long time. That may have contributed to what happened with him. What I do know is he's out of pain now. And so I can rejoice in the fact that he no longer has to go through the chemo and the radiation and everything else. But I just want to uplift that young man and say we will see him again one day. I love you, Nico. Uncle Claude.
Okay, and those were Nico's tweets in regards to his father. Now, like I said, I played that again because I wanted to have a contrast. Now let's get into what Brian Mcknight had to say.
Big thanks to Claude Mcknight's tasteless and self-aggrandizing announcement on TikTok that frankly was not his to make. In my opinion, he inserted himself and used Nico's death as an opportunity instead of letting him pass with respect and dignity. It has instead turned into a circus, a mockery of a life now lost, making this tragedy into a reality show type drama. While that was unfolding, my family and I flew home to Maui and had a private memorial remembering him and all the good times. The last time he and I spoke, we offered him all the help we could provide. We had the #1 oncologist on deck for him and a team of specialists on standby with private care in our home. He and his mother declined. The door of communication was open and remained open until his death. To the self-proclaimed mama bear, may God have mercy on your soul for not allowing him to accept that help and not allowing him to use that line of communication. Big thanks. There is great comfort in knowing God knows the truth and the totality of the whole story. I am truly thankful for the immense peace God has given me, and I've left everything in his hands. I have a clear conscience. The only judgment that matters is God's. My wife, our children, and I are eternally thankful to Almighty God that the suffering has come to an end and grateful for all of your condolences. Thanks to those of you who have known the truth from the beginning and haven't let untruths, half-truths, or slander prejudice your opinion.
So that was Brian Mcknight in response to his brother Claude, pretty much telling us what went down with the death of Nico. And I just want to say this. You are absolutely and indeed a bitch ass nigga, a deadbeat ass father, and you don't deserve nothing but to burn in eternal hell. It's crazy how these men that we look to that sings all these love songs and they, portray themselves as positive role models will be the most terrible motherfuckers in this world. You so mad at your brother for letting the world know what happened to Nico when you're not acknowledging the fact that you disown your own motherfucking son and acted like he didn't exist, and you were raising the kids that weren't yours with your wife when you got a son that's sick. And you're sitting up here mad at your brother for revealing the fact that Nico passed away. And you feel like it wasn't his place to do so. Bitch, it really ain't your place to do so. You ain't been no daddy. Did he ever cross your mind anytime? Do you miss him? Do you ever wake up reaching out to him? I mean, that's what I'm trying to understand. Did he ever cross your mind anytime? Do you miss him? We want to know. We want to know, bitch. That's what we're trying to figure out. Does he ever cross your mind anytime? I mean, honestly, because the fact that you're sitting up here making this all about, well, I did this and I did that, and they turned it away, and they did this, and they did. Bitch, fuck you, and fuck all that shit, bitch. You the one who chose to disown your son. You did that, and you acted like your son didn't exist. And you want to say that your brother has made this into some reality show drama. And I don't see what the fuck your brother did that was so wrong. What did he do that was wrong? He didn't disrespect you. He didn't even acknowledge the fact that you had drama with your son. He didn't do anything to you. He didn't say nothing out the way to you. He didn't do none of that. But he did know that you wasn't around, and he did know that there was issues, and he did know that the public had a whole lot to say. So that's why he kept it cute on your ass. But it had to been a motherfucker like me, like moi, like Scotty. I would have said, yes, my nephew Nico passed away. He was a great kid, beautiful gowns, all of that shit. But we do know that his daddy was a bitch ass nigga, and his daddy was not around for him when he went through his shit, and I was around for him. So with that being said, rest in peace, Nico. He really kept it cute. He really kept it cute on you. And I feel like the reason why the help that you so-called, offered to your son, I really feel like that help was rejected because you said that he had to be at your house in order to receive that help. Why does he have to stay with your ass, a motherfucker that don't even fuck with him, to receive some help? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean and what are you talking about? Okay, what are you talking about? I probably would have just rather died my damn self and not accepted your fucking help. What are you saying? The fuck I look like staying with you? You don't even own me. The fuck? Like what you saying and what you talking about? I don't even get it. I don't get it at all. But I guess it's not really meant for me to get it. Like I said, y'all, I don't fuck with niggas that don't do for their kids. I don't fuck with niggas who are deadbeat ass niggas. Like, I don't do none of that. And the fact that you got mad at your brother for just basically telling the people what was going on is really like mind-boggling to me. Like, who the fuck are you to be mad about some shit like that? You really mad about some shit like that? It's crazy. Let me look at some of the comments. Brian seems controlling. He knew his son wasn't going to accept that help with the stipulations. He had to go with it. That man is very disgusting. Exactly. I have a sneaking suspicion that he was going to pull the plug earlier. At one point was the help offered. Exactly. Brian got with that white woman and forgot about his black children. Yeah, I said it. I said what I said. Most people probably think the same thing you think. Andrea, I don't really believe that anybody disagrees with that. Now, let me tell y'all something. Like, when I said some of the things that I said about Brian Mcknight on my last live that I did about this, somebody tried to come to me and try to defend Brian to me. So let me just go on and tell you what that comment said. And I'm going to keep it cute because I'm not going to tell y'all who it was. But I'm going to read the comment and I'm going to just say what it was. So where was it? Where is that comment? Hopefully they didn't delete. They said, we don't know what happened. We don't know if Brian Mcknight made everything right with his son, when we do know that he did not make everything right with his son. Everyone is grown and has made mistakes. Okay. And we are on the outside looking in, praying that everyone can put their egos aside. I'm sure he has told his dad not to attend his funeral. This isn't regarding no one else. This is closure for Brian and Nico. And I just felt like that comment was really full of shit. So you're going to so because we don't know what happened, we're not supposed to say nothing about it. We don't have to know what actually happened, but what we do know is the fact that Brian has shown us that he's a deadbeat and he wants nothing to do with his kids, and he married that woman, and those are the kids that he's willing to accept and not the ones that he already had. So fuck that shit and miss me with the whole we don't know what really happened and this ain't regarding nobody else and this is only closure for Brian and Nico. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, because when it was made public, it was regarding everybody involved. So miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with it. Some of y'all love to defend bullshit and make excuses for bullshit. We ain't gotta know what happened to know what the fuck happened. That man is trash. I don't give a fuck what nobody try to tell me. That nigga trash. And there's nothing that anybody is going to tell me that's going to make me feel any different about that. Yeah, I have no dog in this fight. My father is in my life, so I have no dog in this fight. But I have a lot of sympathy and compassion for situations like this. And, and that's just what it is. So when I'm yelling, it's not because I'm, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? It's because I'm invested in it or emotionally invested. It's just that I got passion for certain things like this. And I just can't stand to see a father knowing that he got living fucking kids on this planet and you don't do shit for them and you ignore them like they don't exist. And we saw that man's son, who's now deceased now, cry cry for his attention on social media time and time again. I've reported on this story time and time again. So we're not going to sit up here and say it's not regarding nobody but Brian and Nico. It's regarding everybody, because once it got to be on social media, we all had thoughts and opinions, and it became our business. So fuck all that. Anyway, let's get into the comments one more time. So, and on top of that, he even used this man's death to bash his mom and tried to make his death her fault. Exactly. Disappointed and disregard their children. Okay. Brian publicly disowned his children. No one asked. He happily volunteered that disturbing information, which he did. Okay. Which he did. Okay. Let me see what else. What else y'all saying? Brian picked a fine time to want to care for his child well-being, especially in his care. I hope his wife loses sleep at night. I'm sure she will. We don't know what really happened, but they are sure Nico told Brian not to attend his funeral. That doesn't make sense. They're dumb, right? That man is the dumpster, period. Remember, he said them kids was created out of evil. That's the thing. And people want to come to me and tell me what I shouldn't be saying, and that it's none of my business, and that's between them. The moment he said that those kids was created out of evil and sin and all that other shit that he wanted to fucking call it, all that privacy shit was thrown out the window at that particular moment. So fuck what you're talking about. I said what the fuck I said. Brian deserves every little thing, every piece of evil, anything bad that he receives. He deserves all that shit. He deserves all that shit. And I don't care how nobody feels about it. He does what? He deserves all that shit. Okay? All of it. And that's on period. And like I said, no one, and I do mean no one, is going to make me feel any kind of way about anything that I just said. Okay? And that's just it on. That's just that on that. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next story. We are almost at 200 people in this live. So if you haven't shared this live, go ahead and share it. And if you're new to the platform, go on and subscribe. So let's get into Miss Drew Sidora. Now, Drew Sidora has been on a podcast tour. She's been doing a whole lot of press, honey. And she did this Series XM podcast and where she talked about Shamia and Porsha's friendship and things like that. So let's get into what she had to say about it. Let's take a listen. Hold on, let me make this big. But I'm not going to put it on the screen anyway because I don't want to get no copyright strike, child. So let's go ahead and get into it.
It seems like Porsha and Shamia might not be
right
clicking.
I was watching it too because,
yeah,
a lot of things happen over the period of time that since we wrapped. And so it's like they were on better terms, it appeared at the end of the season, but watching them in recent interviews, it's still some tension there. I don't believe they really got to the root. If you don't get to the root, you really can't build on a solid foundation. So I feel like they just brushed over it. It was like, okay, we're good now. Wasn't that the posturing?
That was, yeah.
Porsha was like, we're good now.
Well, because that's the thing, because when Giselle Bryant, because we talked to her because she's doing Love Hotel, which is such a fun show.
Yes, it is.
We asked, because she's friends with Porsha. We were like, what is happening with Porsha and Shamia? And she said it was something off camera and deep. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, listen, I have enough going on in my life. I'm not going to pry, but that is true. That is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it resolvable or very, very deep?
It's very, very deep. From what I hear, allegedly, right?
Allegedly. Ian, right? We like to say allegedly here.
A lot of allegedly. Okay. So that's really why I'm here. Sprinkle in all the allegedly.
Thank you.
Is the deepness from a bit ago and being brushed up, or did something happen recently between them?
Oh, you're good.
I'm serious.
Danny's getting to the root.
Exactly
like,
right.
We're going to do it now.
Somebody has to do it. I mean, from what I hear, it's, deep rooted from a while back.
Okay. Because I think a lot of fans were shocked to know. I didn't know at all that their parents had drama. Their moms had drama.
Right.
So I was like, oh, that's an uphill battle to climb. Because their moms used to be best friends too, Ian. But now the moms don't.
So it's multi-generational drama.
Yeah.
Drama and
Generational drama.
Generational drama. It's like
That's
generation hop. Yeah.
We've never actually seen that.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
layered.
it's really good. Very layered.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's why this reunion is going to be interesting.
It is. We'll see if they'll talk about it. Like, I'm hoping because at the end of the day, regardless if we get along, we have our differences. To see this friendship, kind of crumble before our eyes, it is disheartening.
Yeah.
So I think for the sake of their friendship, I hope that they can get to the root. It'll be a very tough conversation, but I hope they can do it.
It seems like Porsha and
All right, y'all. So that was Drew Sidora. And she was discussing the whole situation with Shamia and Porsha. Now, for those of you who don't know, the girls will be filming the reunion tomorrow in New York. So I'm going to be looking out for some teas on this damn reunion. I already got a couple of teas about this damn reunion myself. A little birdie texted my phone today and was telling me what some of these girls is trying to do at this damn reunion. A lot of people are trying to save their jobs, and a lot of people are trying to save their checks, and a lot of people are trying to give a good performance at this reunion, so they can be on the show next season. But I think that there's going to be a lot of Shamia and Porsha drama. I feel like there's a lot of people will be, based off of the things that I was told and the things that I've heard personally at this reunion, Porsha will be held to the fire. There's going to be a whole lot of Porsha dragging at this reunion. From the way it sounds, from the way it was brought to me, it's a lot of a lot of Porsha dragging. I'm very certain that there's going to be some Shamia and Porsha drama. We know that there's going to be some Kelli and Porsha drama. We know that there's going to be some Drew and Porsha drama. It just might be a little bit of Porsha and Angela drama too. It's going to be some drama, and I think that their seating arrangement is going to be very, very interesting. I know that a lot of people feel like Drew and Angela will get first chair, and I wouldn't be mad if they do. Like, let's be clear. I won't be mad if they do get first chair. But I personally believe that the people that are going to get first chairs is Porsha and Shamia. That's what I honestly think. I think that Britt would get second chair on Porsha's side, Phaedra third, Cynthia the last chair. On the other side, I think it's going to be Shamia, Angela, Shamia, Angela, Drew, and Kelli at the end. That's what I think. But that seating chart could go either way because Angela deserves first chair, and Drew deserves first chair, to be quite honest. And at one point in time, Shamia deserved first chair because she was coming in as an anchor. But now, as the season progressed, we really don't know who's gonna sit where. So I do believe that Shamia, Angela, Drew, and Kelli will be on the same couch, but what seating position they'll be in, we don't know. But I cannot wait till the seating chart comes out. We're gonna talk about that seating chart, honey, and we gonna see what's going on with that, y'all. We're gonna see what's going on with that. But I really do anticipate this. Now, when it comes down to Shamia and Porsha, you guys know that I always loved Shamia. Although I'm giving her the business at this particular moment, y'all know that I've always loved Shamia. And there was a time where I loved Porsha. But I do think that the drama and the issues with them, it was already there. But this show only made it come out. And, sometimes being on reality TV, those things, when you already got a relationship where it's kind of shaky, you know what I'm saying? And there has not been and y'all have unresolved issues or unspoken tensions or unspoken issues and stuff like that. So you really don't know where it's going to lead to or where it's going to go when y'all get on a platform like this, because I used to feel like, well, how can a reality show come between a friendship? Well, it's very easy. If you go in on the show with your friend that you have that you have unresolved issues with, or a friend that you have unspoken tension with, and then you got another group of people, you got another set of people there with you, and they're seeing it, and then they're harping on it, and they got opinions, and they see it with their own two eyes, and then they have confessionals, and then you watching it back, and not only is there confessionals with that, but then you got the fans and social media and everybody giving their opinion. So it's easy to it's easy to fall into that. You just have to have a strong enough foundation with your relationship in order to keep that relationship going. But if the foundation ain't never been that strong in the first place, then reality TV is definitely gonna tear it apart, in my opinion. So that's if you allow it. So that's just what I think. I think that that's what it is. Now, I would honestly hope that Shamia and Porsha can kind of make things right or whatever. But if they don't make things right, I ain't gonna be mad about that either, because sometimes you have to know that people are not your friend. And Porsha really ain't been Shamia friend like that. So it is what it is. Now, let me give a special shout out to some of my moderators that are in here right now. I see Andrea, I see Payne, I see Patches, I see Sharice, I see Feisty, I see Ebony M. I said what I said. Prophet, Catherine, Santivia, the Jail Slayer. It's been Kimmy Nicole. She's in here. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, because I'm going all the way back in my comments just to make sure I didn't forget nobody. But I got a crew full of mods up in here right about now, and I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you most definitely. Okay, but yeah, so we're gonna see exactly what this reunion is gonna give. Oh, hey, Brandon. Brandon is in here too. But this reunion is really gonna give. I think this reunion is gonna give. Regardless of what people are saying, the season is not bad. This season is not bad. I've really enjoyed this season. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. So it's not bad to me. Now, I can't speak for nobody else, but it's not bad to me. I've really been enjoying this season. I've enjoyed doing the panel, like the reviews. I've enjoyed all that. So we're gonna see what this reunion give, and I definitely will have my ear out for the mess. And when I get some information on the mess, I would definitely come back with the mess and let y'all know what's really going on. Okay. So yes, I'm here for it. Y'all know that. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next topic, and that is Miss Kandi Burruss. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get into Kandi. So Kandi had the people upset with her because she congratulated Todd and Julie Chrisleys for being pardoned, honey. So let me go ahead and put this on the screen so you guys can see for yourself, okay? Now, this is what happened. So when it was revealed that they were pardoned, Kandi said, "I'm so happy for y'all," is what Kandi said, right? So then after she said that she was happy that they were out or they got pardoned or whatever, people were pissed at her. People were pissed at her. They felt like she was a Trump supporter and things like that, right? So that's when Kandi came out and said, "What's the problem? Todd and I were cool before he had this legal issue. I'm happy that him and Julie are out of jail. What y'all so pressed for? Me being happy for them has nothing to do with my political beliefs." And I'm sorry, but I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that. Like, regardless of who because I don't know nothing about them. So I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I don't know nothing about them. I don't know if they're Trump supporters or not. I don't know anything about Todd and Julie, to be honest. I don't know nothing about neither one of them. But you could be cool with a person and your political views don't really align with one another. I mean, you can. It's possible to be friends with people who might be mega supporters or something like that. I do side eye mega supporters and shit like that. I do that, like it is what it is. But I think a lot of it has more so to do with the fact that Trump is the one that pardoned them. So I guess they feel like, okay, Trump is the one that did it. So it's kind of like, it's kind of like, well, Trump is the one that pardoned them. So if you're happy that they're out of jail, then you're supporting Trump, or it's praising Trump or whatever. And it could look whatever way it is. You feel what I'm saying? But it is what it is. That's just what I think about it. But I don't really see the big deal. I mean, if she's happy that her friends are out of jail, then she's happy that her friends are out of jail. But I don't really think that means that she supports Trump. I'm just thinking that she's happy that the people that she cool with is out of jail. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. But I can also understand why people may have taken it the way that they took it in my eyes. But I don't really think it was that deep for everybody to be so damn mad about it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why are we mad? Like, why are we mad? She didn't say that she was going up for Trump, or that, she was, a Trump supporter. She was just more so supporting the people that she was cool with for the most part. But I do think that it's kind of crazy because a lot of people are sitting up here mad with her about that, but yet some of them same people that I saw in the comments were the same people that support niggas like Tory Lanez and want him to get out of jail when want him to get the fuck out of jail after he did what he did, or sitting up here and want people to let the shit go with Chris Brown and all this other stuff. Like, y'all support convicted felons and shit all the time, but you sitting up here mad with her because she happy that two of her friends is out of jail. Some of y'all be the same. Some of the people be the same damn ones that see somebody who actually off somebody, unalive somebody in jail, and be ready to, and be the main one saying free Ray Ray, although he killed somebody, free Ray Ray, all that other shit. So it's just like, girl, come on now. Let me see. I enjoyed their show prior to their incarceration. Trump happened to pardon them. I don't like nor support the orange agent. Two things can be true at once. Exactly. That's the way I see it. So, but this is an era where optics are very important, and you just got to look and see what's the right time to say something and what's the right time not to. Because a lot of times for me, it be a lot of stuff that I be wanting to say and speak on, but I don't say anything about it because it may not be the right time to say it. So I'll be like, okay, well, let me not even open up my big ass mouth and say anything, honestly. Let me not even say anything. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I say something, then it's gonna be like, yeah, oh, you're supporting this nigga, you're doing it, that type of shit. Like, so because I don't want to deal with the backlash, I ain't gonna do it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's kind of like when Diddy first got in trouble and went to jail, and everybody was coming at Mary and saying, why you ain't saying nothing and why you ain't doing nothing. If Mary say anything about Diddy, y'all gonna take this shit and make it her problem. She's doing the right thing by not opening up her motherfucking mouth about what's going on with Diddy. Number one, she don't want to be involved in it. Number two, she probably don't want to be subpoenaed to nothing. And number three, it ain't none of her damn business. So therefore, Mary ain't finna say shit about it. And I don't blame her for not saying nothing about Diddy. But I know that this ain't got nothing to do with Diddy. But I'm not mad at Kandi Pants. I understand why she did what she did and why she said what she said. But it was just about timing. That's all it was. It's bad timing is bad timing. And no matter how you try to explain it away, it's still bad timing. You feel what I'm saying? So I get it. Mary has her own problems. Okay, exactly. And she ain't got time to make Diddy's problems her motherfucking problems. Okay, and that's just that. Now, we're moving down to the Porsha of it all, because these next two stories has a lot to do with Miss Porsha Williams. Okay, so we're gonna start it off with Porsha and Kelli. Now, it's a brewing beef going on with Porsha and Kelli, and it looks like we're gonna wind up seeing this brewing beef at the reunion, honey. That's what it looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Shout out to the 200 people that's here. Now, this is where it starts. So let me take this overlay off so y'all can see. This is where it starts. Now, Porsha retweeted this tweet, right? So it says, Kelli has so much to say about at Porsha for real and her family, but just missed the first day of her daughter's school just to be on a girls trip, okay? And Porsha retweeted that, right? But I just feel like Porsha got a lot of nerve to be trying to retweet that as if she don't know why Kelli missed the first day of school. Hell, they got a job to do. That's why she missed the first day of school, Porsha. Don't get on your motherfucking high horse, motherfucker. Don't do that. So we're gonna move on to what Porsha said, what other things that Porsha said, and then we're gonna get into what Kelli said.
I'm really, really looking forward to. Thoroughly looking forward to this reunion. Partially because there was a lot in this reunion there's a lot that needs to be talked about in this reunion that happened off camera. And then there's a lot that happened on camera that didn't come out clearly or wasn't fully understood, or how producers only have but so much to shoot down to. You know what I'm saying? Like we filmed for hours, but they have to chop it down to fit. How long is the show? 45 minutes to an hour? So you're talking about a luncheon that you see is probably shot about 3 hours or 2 hours, and they're having to take out the goodness or enough of the context in order to come up with a narrative to show to you guys. But the rest of it, you may not see. Maybe there's someone who was a little quiet that should have spoke up, or maybe there's someone talking over somebody and you couldn't hear what the other person said or whatever. There's always, this season, I feel there was a lot that went under the radar, right? When it comes to group conversation. So I am looking forward to this reunion so that we're all going to be in the same room. We don't have to worry about Kelli trying to talk over everybody and be the moderator. She seems like she does the best job she can, but we don't need that from her. We have a real host, which is Andy, and Andy is going to be able to move through the conversation and let people speak who need to speak. And my biggest focus will definitely be for each person to be heard. I feel like at the end of the day, when it comes to truth, you got to hear all sides. And I feel like the audience watching this season was confused about a lot, right? I mean, y'all definitely were confused and upset with me, and you're confused as you see, other people and their actions and things like that. And so I just feel like this is the perfect opportunity to bring all the truth to the reunion. This is going to be the most truthful reunion ever. And I'm so freaking excited about it. I don't usually bring receipts, but this reunion, they're needed. They are absolutely needed. They are absolutely needed. They won't be nothing nasty. I'm not a low down, nasty type of person when it comes to like trying to bring up this and seedy things, but there's definitely some things that need clarification, on a lot of different fronts, with a lot of different girls on the show. So I definitely don't plan to come in and attack anybody. I don't come in to expose anybody. I hopefully we leave the reunion and we all agree to disagree, right? Or we leave the reunion and you apologize and whatever needs to happen, but we can leave the reunion with a respect, right? Because truth is truth. You can't really, finagle and change truth. It is what it is. This particular reunion,
It's crazy how the one person that don't be telling her own truth is up here talking about this is going to be the reunion of truth. Well, baby, if this is going to be the reunion of truth, honey, then you don't need to get up from now one seat and run away when the truth gets too hot for you, honey. That's all I got to say about that. That's it. Okay. So anyway, so Porsha says that, and then that's when Kelli came out and she said this. Okay, finally. Now, Andy, please get this girl a harness so she can finally sit down and answer the questions that she's been avoiding. There will be no peach passes at the reunion. Oh, and we'll see someone finally get held accountable at Porsha for real. Hashtag she's a runner, she's a track star. Okay, so that is what Miss Kelli had to say about Porsha at this reunion. Okay, now let me tell y'all something. I'm very excited. Okay, I'm excited like a motherfucker about this reunion. I am definitely excited about it. 100%. But I'm gonna need for everybody to be on their shit. I'm gonna need for everybody to be on their A game. I want Drew to read everybody down. I want Kelli to not be a flip-flopper and stand for something and buy something. I'm gonna need for Shamia to really take charge and really try to redeem herself, because it's crazy how she started off being one out of all of the newbies, the most popular one, and by the middle of the season, she's clicked down, and now Angela is the more popular one. Now, I will say this about Shamia. Now, Shamia is not at the bottom of the barrel with the newbies. Like, I think that it's more so Britt that's at the bottom of the barrel, but I think that Angela is now the number one favorite of this show, and then I think followed by Shamia, Kelli, then Britt. But Angela definitely came in and took Shamia's thunder. Now, I will say that Shamia started off as the favorite, but now she's no longer the favorite. It's now Angela. I'm gonna need for Shamia to come to this reunion and try to redeem herself. There's redemption for everybody, because I feel like Drew, this has been a season of redemption for Drew. I have never seen so many people support Drew before in my life. So yes, if Drew can do it, I know Shamia can. That's all I can say. I'm gonna need for Porsha to really sit herself down and really try to articulate herself and really try to tell the truth for once and face what she needs to face, because she's been running away from her truth the whole goddamn season. I'm gonna need Britt to show. I don't know what Britt can do to really try to really redeem herself. I do think that Shamia actually has the opportunity to redeem, to have a moment of redemption. I think Shamia does. I don't think Britt has a moment of redemption. I don't think she does. But to each his own. I don't know. But I'm really ready to see this reunion. The girls are talking, and they are ready to get it popping. So we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's up with that. So, hopefully everybody keep the same energy and all that other good shit. So now we're at the last story of the evening, and that is Porsha and Momma D. When I tell y'all, this is the most random beef I have ever seen in my life, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it now. Porsha and Momma D. Now, I'm guessing Drew was performing. I don't know where they was at, but Drew was performing, and Momma D threw a little shade at Porsha. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, y'all, and then we're going to see Porsha and Dennis' response.
Yes, yeah. She got her and Porsha. They got some mess going on. I don't know what's going on with Porsha this season. Check. But she accused Drew for taking her hot dog mate. I don't know why she think Drew want a hot dog mate. Yeah. It's all good. The Momma D speak that truth. Y'all give it up for Drew Sidora. Come on, Drew. Yes, Drew. Yeah. She got her and Porsha. They got some mess going on. I don't know what's going on with Porsha this season. Check. But she accused Drew for taking her hot dog mate. I don't know why she think Drew want a hot dog mate. Yeah. It's all good. The Momma D speak that truth. Y'all give it up for Drew Sidora.
First things first, I love and hate Momma D. I love and hate Momma D, okay? But anyway, so Porsha saw this and she responded and said, Dennis McKinley has one baby mother and well established with great artists on his record label. Put that tooth in and he just might sign you, Momma D. Love ya. And then Dennis responded and said, I love Scrappy. I don't speak bad to anyone's mother and I respect my elder, so I'm just going to be quiet here. Is it just me, or do I think that Momma D really didn't say nothing out of pocket? Am I wrong here? Because I really don't think that she said nothing that was like completely, like utterly out of pocket. Maybe, I don't know. Because I don't take Mama D seriously. Let's just be honest here. I don't really take Mama D seriously at all. I don't really think she said anything crazy. All she did was talk about Drew and talk about the drama that's going on the Housewives of Atlanta. I don't think that Mama D did anything differently than anybody else would have done. So I don't really think that response from Porsha was really necessary. Like, I don't really think it was necessary. And the thing is, who the fuck is Porsha for nobody to speak on her, girl? You own the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You think nobody's gonna speak on the drama that you got going on with Drew? Girl, come on now. Be for real. Like, be for real, girl. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really think that response was actually needed. I don't think so. I just feel like she was just talking about the show as a fan, and that's all. She ain't doing no but saying the same things that we've been saying when we review the show, in my opinion. So I don't even think that she said anything. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know. I just don't think it was that serious. I don't think it was that serious. But Porsha, girl. Okay, maybe it's the divorce. That's the reason why she's so mad. Maybe it's the divorce that got her so bothered about everything. Maybe it's the divorce. I don't know. But since y'all have said that I wasn't really wrong in this, I don't know. But Dennis shouldn't have said nothing either. I don't even understand why he even opened up his mouth. Because, again, it ain't that serious. Why are you opening up your mouth? And why are you so cool with Porsha? She tried to fight your mama. You feel what I'm saying? I would not be cool with Porsha. She tried to fight my motherfucking mama. The way she tried to put her hands on Mama Gina was a goddamn mess. He touched my family. He touched my family. He touched my family. Like, girl, all that shit, get the fuck out my face. Get the fuck out of my face, girl. Okay? Like, get out my face. Because ain't no way in the hell I would ever be cool with you right there. You try to put your hands on my damn mama. But whatever. But anyway, that's about it for today, you guys. We had over 200 people up in here, and I definitely appreciate you guys for coming in here and showing me a lot of love, you guys. Okay, we got content all week that we're doing, honey. All right. Before we go, I just want to thank you guys once again for supporting me, supporting all of my projects and everything that I got going on. But the main thing that I really, really, really hope that the Scotty Gang really supports is this web reality show that I'm on, that I'm doing. I really hope you guys are there to support the brand on that, because it's going to be amazing. I'm really enjoying myself filming. I'm enjoying myself with the filming of it. I really am. It's kind of giving Kandi Burruss mixed in with a little bit of Brooke Valentine. That's what it's giving. Just a little bit. But I'm enjoying this shit. Like, I'm getting a little bit used to being filmed and being in front of the camera, but not looking at the camera. Like, I'm getting used to that. It's amazing. So I really hope you guys supported. This show is going to be tea. It's going to be good. I am enjoying it, and I can't wait to see what everybody else got going on when it does come out. So hopefully you guys support it when it comes out. And no, it is not Chasing Atlanta. It's a whole new show. It ain't even Chasing Atlanta. I'm not on Chasing Atlanta, but this is a new show. So hopefully you guys support it or whatever. When the teaser comes out, when it's time for me to share all that, I would definitely put it. Y'all will see it, or y'all will be one of the first to see it. It'll be on my channel. Y'all will see it. But also hopefully you guys support my book that's coming out. Before we go, do y'all want me to read the synopsis of the book? Y'all want me to read it? Because I know that I've read the book in my members only, but now that it's edited and stuff, it's just like it's a brand new book. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all want me to read y'all the synopsis of the book before we go? Y'all want me to read that to you? I'll read that to you because I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Let me open up my email right now, because she sent me my edits in the email, and then she sent me the synopsis. So where we at? Let's see, where is it? Okay. So it says, Lights, camera, chaos. They look like best friends, but behind the designer shades and brunch reservations, lies and secrets that can that could ruin everything. From viral scandals to backstabbing besties, the women of That's Why You're Lonely are giving reality TV drama off camera and uncensored. Penned by Scotty of Scotty by Nature TV, one of the YouTube's most unfiltered reality TV reviewers, this explosive novel blends 15 years of hot takes, headline-worthy mess into a juicy, jaw-dropping tale. When fame fades and secrets surface, loyalty means nothing and receipts mean everything. Think Love and Hip Hop meets Zane with the twist of Basketball Wives. These ladies have money, enemies, and unfinished business. And in a city where clout is currency, no one is safe. Welcome to Atlanta, the real show. That is the synopsis. I can't wait for you guys to read it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Okay. Yes, Feisty Baby, you need to review it too. Yes, it's going to be amazing. I hope you guys like what y'all heard with the synopsis. I hope you guys love that. I really do. Y'all got to understand, I'm so excited about this. Writing is my first love. I went to school for journalism, so this is right up my alley. I cannot wait for you guys to read it. It will be paperback. It would be ebook. We're even discussing doing audiobook. So it's everything. I just got my last batch of edits. Like I told y'all, I got to finish reading them, and I picked the book cover already. Yeah, I can't wait. But anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I will see you guys on tomorrow. We have some more videos to do. I gotta watch Next Generation NYC just to get a feel of it and see what's gonna happen with that and see if I'm gonna review it or not and all that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. And I am out of here. Love you guys to death. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Bye.
It's on some whole shit. What happened to the Zeus fame? Then Bobby made you change your name. For a show, still searching for a ring. Pray these hoes find better days. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Nigga never was a real one. Copping, please, spreading lies. What you hiding from? All these shows just an extra.
Little dance now, twerking on shit live.
Bad bitch, munch it up, cock goblin. Slapping ass on this dick, cock goblin. Gobble up his dick, bitch, a cock goblin. Fuck him in his face, bitch, a cock goblin.
Attitude bad, but I'm better. Ass poke out, just fatter.